Aloha, we are live as promised. I'm super excited to be coming at you from my badass millionaire office space. And I'm super excited because my little, I won't say the name in case I wake her up, but Pebbles the Rebel, she's asleep. Happy, so exciting. You have no idea. I actually, literally, hang on, I gotta get some notes for you up and running. I did a training in another group, and it was a nightmare because she literally won't give me 2 minutes break. I swear to God, she's testing me. Beyond crazy. She's really testing my patience. And I know she's a puppy and everyone's saying she's a puppy, but I'm telling you now, she is the most wild animal, the most wild creature, the most wild fucking puppy I have ever come across. And, you know, I've seen puppies, I've had puppies, I've been around them. I can honestly tell you that she is something special, and not sure if special in a good way. I guess she's a lot like me. She will not listen. She makes her own rules. She's a fucking rebel, and she just has endless amount of energy. So last night she was testing me beyond my breaking point, and it wasn't a pretty sight. But today is a different day. It's a whole new day. I literally spend like 4 hours getting pampered. So you'll see my nails are looking very pretty. My toes are looking very pretty. I won't show them to you. I'm just going to share this in my group. I do want to do this in on my Facebook wall, on my private one, in our group, because it's a very kind of special type of training today. And of course, make sure that you are there. You can hear me. You can see my magic office in the background. It's not finished. By all means, there's still a lot of stuff to be done, but it doesn't matter because we're not about perfection. We're all about progress. And I'm just excited to actually hang out with you tonight. So I've got some notes. I will I'll do my best to actually adhere to them. And hi, Charlotte. Hi, Fabi. Fabi was just there. She actually saw me stopping the call for to run after my puppy because she's been tearing and eating away on my pink carpet, which I can show you in case you haven't seen. You can probably see, can you see that? Yeah, that's pink. Yeah, you can see the wall, that's kind of turquoise. And you can see that my office is actually matching my brand colors. How fucking exciting. You can see in the back there's no light hanging up yet. How crazy is this? As I said, there's still a lot of work to be done, but it doesn't matter. Hiya babes, haven't spoken to you in forever actually. Hello everyone else who is joining us. Make sure that you let me know where you're tuning in from, what time it is. I know it's like 10 o'clock over here. It's bright and early. What is this? Invite. I can invite you guys, people. What does that do if I do that? Oh, I get it. Oh, cool. I can see what's going on now. Cool. Hey, Curtis. Aloha. Yes, so I'm saying how peaceful it is right now because my puppy is finally asleep. She is the wildest fucking animal. I love her. I love her dearly. Anyway, that's beyond the point. The point is we're going to talk about superpowers tonight, which is really cool. Like, who doesn't want to be a hero? Who doesn't want to truly own their superpowers? And I've just seen you can actually invite people on your Facebook Live. I also have got something else going on in the background. Obviously, there's lots of things going on, and I'm actually doing a joint collaboration with an entrepreneurial badass friend of mine, which is coming to you probably end of the month, beginning of next month, and we're going to do some joint Facebook Live. So now I know how this shit works because, you know, I'm no one for technology. So it's 2 o'clock in Calgary. Internet may be playing up. I hope it's hanging on. Okay, cool. The conversation we've just had is literally about superpowers. So I guess I've got to give you a little bit of a background story. So obviously there's been a whole heap of stuff happening in my life. You know, we bought a house, we moved, we've been decorating and more like renovating, not so much decorating, a little bit of decorating, buying furniture and stuff, getting a new puppy, having my birthday, and that's all cool. And I've been, you know, doing my do in the background and coaching my clients and Also doing a lot of work on myself, as always, and that's not a bloody secret. But I really had like a conversation with my soul, and this sounds a little bit hoo-hoo or hoo-ha, but it really isn't. And I really asked myself, like, what I can bring to you, what is it that my badass tribe needs the most in order to get the most, extraordinary results. And, there's a few commonalities that I've recognized, which I'm going to talk about, and I'm also going to give you some practical steps. So if you happen to be at home, if you happen to not having seen my hair yet, by the way, I hope you like it. I love it. Then you may want to take some notes, and by all means, at any given time, do ask me. I can talk as long as the day is long. Hey, Catherine. I also like to have feedback, so have a conversation. So make sure that you ask questions. If something, really resonates with you, then give me a thumbs up, give me some love. I'm going to be checking in with you at some stages, and of course, me, I'm going to be talking super fast because I've got so much I want to share with you. And then of course I'm going to talk about Worthy Woman, which is something that's been downloaded, that's been coming through me, that's been something that's very close to my heart, and I actually feel it's like something that everybody needs, every woman needs, men too, but more women, because I like working with women. So, I've been having honest conversations with my soul and thinking about what is it that my tribe needs. And, we're all about like mentoring and coaching you to, to create your own badass empire, online particularly, and some of you a little bit online, offline as well. Some of you doing network marketing and helping you to, build your business, understanding that your product, whatever MLM you're into, that your product is a vehicle for you, and it's still about, your personal brand, and that you are your business. And we're looking at strategies and the mindset, giving you truly access to tap into the greatness within you, allowing yourself to see, how your limiting beliefs, your blocks, your fears, your resistance, procrastination, self-sabotage is getting in the way of truly cultivating a confident and success mindset. And I've been doing all of that, and I'm loving it, and my clients are loving it. In fact, like all the guys that are working their way through Purpose Power Paycheck are getting extraordinary results, and I'm super proud of them because they're all action takers, and they're all like literally on the call for like 20 minutes asking me a few things, getting some breakthroughs, and I'm like, all right, gotta go, I gotta just do some shit, which is really awesome. But I feel like I've been hiding a truth from from me. I've been hiding something, not intentionally, and I don't even know how. I've never really spoken about it, but basically I feel like the element that's missing in a lot of the stuff that I certainly talk about, but also mainstream, what I see out there, I know some people do it, is really healing, like healing trauma, healing, the parts of you that are either consciously or unconsciously blocking you from truly accelerating to the next level. And at the end of the day, by all means, you now know that success is not about how much you do, it's all about, who you are. And you understand that, it's not about like chasing strategies and figuring out how to do whatever, a broadcast on Facebook Live. Yes, of course, there's some like little things that you can figure out, and sales copy and copywriting and all that sort of bullshit, and funnels and sequences and opt-ins, and I don't know, I guess there's some things that you can learn to an extent, but success is not really down to having like the perfect funnel or the perfect program or the perfect strategy. This bullshit is all just like external stuff. You all know most of the time what you should be doing every single day. And I say should because, as Tony Robbins says, we should all over ourselves. Let's face it, if you are your business, you are your personal brand, you've got a service and products and programs and things that you're selling as a vehicle to help your clients, to help your tribe, to get a transformation, to get a result, then really you should be talking about that. You should be promoting it. You should be sharing your message every single day. You should let people know what it is that you stand for. What is the message? What are your, what's the thing? What's the one thing that people need to know about you, but also how do you live and breathe your message, your lifestyle, give people an insight, your breakthroughs, doing your activities every single day. Of course, people are not going to just come knocking on your door just because you sit at home and you have this amazing vision and you know, manifest it all and you visualize it all and you figure out that it's all about the law of attraction. If I just, you know, see it, then of course it will come to me. No, of course there's like still stuff that you need to do, but the thing is, you know what to do. You know, let's face it, I believe the basics, you know that if you think about creating an online badass empire, it is actually tonight is, you know, what if it was easy? Like, what if it was easy? What if you actually just like get carried away in the overwhelm of the stress of it all? If, you know, if you actually knew that business was like, you know, about your message, market, mindset, and money, let's say just those 4 non-negotiables every single day, then I'd still say that there's a good part of you who don't do that every single day. And, you know, raise your hand if that is you. If you actually know that, hey, technically I know what I need to do. I need to go out there. I need to promote my services. I need to share my message. I need to connect to my tribe. I need to grow and cultivate them. I need to have conversations. I need to go out there, connect. I need to go out there, make a difference, and, you know, have obviously programs and, you know, do my mindset work. If you know all of that, give me a hands up, because you know what you need to do. Let's be honest about that. Yes, you can go, you know, into the detail and go, yeah, but there's so many things you don't know. Yeah, but fuck it. It's not about the how. You can learn more as you go. But the basic is you got the basics down. You know what you need to do. Today, like, honestly, like, thanks to social media. Hey, Emily. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Kelly. Let us know what time it is and where you're tuning in from, even though I know where you guys are. But anyway, still, it's good for conversation. You know, like, if we're honest, like truly honest, we know what we need to do, but yet, why is it that we do not do it for the, like, love of God? And I'm not like religious, so you know, I don't know, for like the love of the universe, for the love of ourselves, for the love of the fact that we've got a purpose to serve and a business to create and money to make so we can, you know, live an amazing lifestyle, and people that are out there like desperate to work with us. Then why, for goodness sake, are we not doing the daily do? And, you know, it always comes back to you, me, looking in the mirror, right? It's a thing between your ears. And so the mindset, you know, like the stuff that goes on, you know, the internal battle is a thing that really holds you back. It's the internal battle of, you know, worrying about, do I say the right thing? And what if people, you know, don't like what I say? Or what if people don't understand? Or what if I don't say the right thing? Or what if people judge me? Or what if I do this? Or I don't know. And how will I look on camera? And what if I don't speak with confidence? And what if I'm fucking nervous? And what if my programs don't sell? And what if I blah, 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 blah. What if, right? I mean, seriously. There's so many things that go on, and then, like, obviously you think about doing things, and then other things take priority, and all of a sudden you find yourself another day go by and you're like, oh damn it, I really should have done a Facebook Live, I really should have written a blog, I really should have followed up on those leads, I really should have worked on some content. Shoulda, but as Tony Robbins says, we should all of ourselves. Give me a hell yes, like, if this is you, like, if we're really honest, right? Like, this is kind of like calling truth bombs, you know, that at the end of the day, like, yeah, we're multi-passionate, we're super powerful, but yet for some, you know, some bizarre reason, we just can't get over ourselves to do what we need to do every single day in order to create a successful business. And, you know, like, you could talk about actually your business being your, like, responsibility, like your purpose, your calling is your responsibility. Like, it's your duty to actually take full responsibility for showing up, but that's a whole different conversation. What's been going on with my clients and personally, you know, this evolution that I've had, I think the biggest breakthrough was around thinking, you know, what does success mean to me? And, you know, about like hitting next level incomes, next level, you know, impact, next level, like obviously expansion. And I realized that, oh my God, like I'm making this so much harder than it actually is. And I know we're so wired to think a certain way. We're so wired to think that, oh my God, money doesn't grow in trees, and you have to work really hard for your money, and money is the root of all evil. And and then you worry about, like, if I had to work so hard to get to this point, if I want to raise the bar and I want to actually achieve more, then I have to work even harder. And what if I can't maintain this, and what if what have I got to sacrifice? Like, what about my family? What about time? What about sweat? What about tears? And when other people go out, like, I'm gonna have to sit back and I'm gonna miss out, and poor me, and all this sort of bullshit. And like, I don't know, like, for some bizarre reason, I say the last few months, is that holy shit balls, actually we could make this so much easier on ourselves. And it all got me thinking about, at the end of the day, it all comes back down to us not owning the true potential, and not seeing the greatness that's within us. And really, we're so blinded by what society thinks of us, or what society wants us to think, or what society wants us to do or wants us to believe. We've got society, their imprint, we've got our cultural imprint, we've got our parents' imprint, we've got wherever, like we've got so many imprints that playing up, which is cool, means lots of energy is going on. We've got so many imprints, and it's like we need to unimprint ourselves and reprint ourselves the way that we want to. And it got me thinking about self-worth. It got me thinking about, why do we all struggle over and over to feel we're worth it? And maybe you're not having that sort of conversation. Some other things, externally, or something about what to say, how to sell, or what have you not. It all comes down to self-worth. It all comes down to not feeling good enough, not feeling deserving. And so I thought about, how can I bring this to the table? And like I said, like, I feel like I've been hiding like my own superpowers from you. And then it kind of just made sense that I just bring this all together and bring this to you. And for me, my superpowers is actually healing, right? Like, yes, like I'm a badass. Yes, I'm confident. Yes, like I own my shit, and I own my mistakes, and I have breakthroughs and breakups, and breakthroughs and all that sort of stuff. And I'm on this journey, and I love this journey, and I've had extraordinary results, and I truly live my life like #NoFuckGiven. And I truly believe I can have it all, because I have it all, and I'm so fucking grateful for it. Even though, like I said, at times my puppy drives me wild, and it's not all like shits and giggles and rainbow farts and sparkly unicorns, right? But I've been not really honoring my own superpowers, which is healing, right? And it got me thinking. I was like, oh my God. So I know I've been hiding this gift from you. And I mean, it's not like I've not been doing it. Like, I've been doing healings for the good part of 5 years. Physical healings, energy healings. Like, obviously I'm a trained NLP master practitioner. I'm a qualified hypnotherapist. I've done lots of credentials and trainings and energy work, and I'm really highly intuitive. And I remember, like, obviously doing healings. Hey, I've been doing healings in my one-on-one coaching practice back in the days when I had like an actual physical coaching practice. And then when I traveled, I've been doing healings online. And I remember my clients at first saying, can you do that, like via Skype and Zoom? I was like, yeah, just trust me. And people always said, oh my God, I can't believe, I'm blown away. The safe space I'm creating, the shifts that people are having, tears, the breakthroughs, the forgiveness. It's absolutely life-changing and transformational. And yet I've never really talked about it. I guess it was just something that I just did, and I didn't really honor it, or I'd say I never really gave it much thought. I never made it a conscious thing. And then, I had this big aha. I was like, oh my God, like, why are you not sharing this with the world? And I was like, how selfish of me. And I was like, I really need to add this to my mentoring and coaching, because yes, I can teach you strategies. Yes, I can kick your ass into, alignment. Yes, I can give you, all the tools, the mindset tools to truly help you elevate, your mindset and really truly honor being like a confident person. But every time I do that, it goes back back to like healing the parts of you that are no longer serving you so that you can do new imprints, right? Like scratch the record, like let go of the prints that are on you that are not serving you and help you create new prints and doing amazing sort of stuff, right? So anyway, with that in mind, I was like, well, if I have this superpower that I've been hiding and not really honoring and not talking about it for whatever reason. Maybe I thought it was a bit dorky talking about being a healer because I'm such a badass and I wasn't really honoring that part of me, which is kind of silly. But anyway, it's beyond the point. But it got me thinking. I was like, well, if I have this superpower, then surely everyone else has a superpower because I'm not fucking any different than like anyone else. Like we're all oneness, like we're all connected. We all have strength and gifts and beautiful talents, but we don't honor them. We're not aware of them because, like I said, of our prints, and we're so caught up in our head. We're constantly looking outside of us, not within us. And so with that in mind, as I said, I'm thinking about, right, how can I lead this revolution? How can I bring this all together? Like systems, give you support and give you self-healing in order for you all cool to put this all together, right? System, strategy, support, and self-healing to give you all that you need to help you shift your identity into, you know, that worthy woman who's radical, who's raw, who's rebellious, who's revolutionary, who actually leads a revolution on her own, right? Because she's untamed, she's unfiltered, and she literally is a rule breaker of her own, right? And if we put this all together, I think you get an extraordinary mix. And that's when it dawned on me. And I was like, oh my God, it's about superpowers. It's about really helping women honor their own superpowers, because you can go on about your day. You can try and build a business as hard as you want. If you're not prepared to tap into your own superpowers, you're going to make it really hard on yourself. And perhaps you're not even aware what your superpowers is. Perhaps it's just at this stage worrying about, you know, your level of confidence and, you know, if you're being real and whatever you say is like actually making sense. Or perhaps you're not really sure how to like package up your service, or perhaps you're still stumbling about actually talking to people, not to like 100% like rock solid on selling, right? You still have this like weird distorted idea that selling is yucky and all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, like I said, you know, superpowers mean like owning your superpower, whatever it is. It could be love, it could be compassion, it could be strength, it could be resilient, it could be, you know, resilience, it could be being an alchemist, it could be what have you not. It's all within you, and it's all linked with really unleashing this worthy woman. Because, as I said, we all have some form of trauma. We all have, you know, stuff, imprints on us, trauma that is either, you know, little or big. And I'm talking about, it could be like as extreme as like physical, mental, emotional abuse, to bulimia, to, you know, self-body issues, to breakups, to parents moving, to, you know, a distorted relationship with money. You know, maybe you've never was really good with having money, keeping money, saving money, earning money, breaking through, earning more money. Maybe it could be relationships, not attracting the right people in your life, or whether that's like a romantic partner, or whether that's, you know, friends, and, you know, you could be surrounded by the wrong crowd. And I mean, it all ties in together. How you do one thing is how you do everything. And give me some thumbs up, actually, if this is making sense, because I'm kind of like just talking at you and not actually checking in whether you're still with me. Yes, that's why we click, Charlotte. We're a healer. Yeah, baby. Awesome. And, you know, here are the three things that I guess that I see every woman, you know, doing, what's blocking really being a worthy woman who just fucking owns it, her business, her body, and being a badass leader. Number one is our priority. We put everybody else's needs above our own, especially if you're a mum, even if you're a mum to a fur baby. There's this thing called like unconditional love for our babies, you know, for our friends, for our family, for the people that are, you know, the truest and the most important to us. And it's like we forget to fill our own cup. We forget that we cannot pour love into others if we don't pour from a full cup. And we prioritize everybody else's need above our own. And in the long run, you're not serving anyone. You're not actually serving your loved one neither. And, you know, like I said, like most of the time when I have conversations with mums, you know, who are very busy, I get that. I know what it's like to be disrupted 100,000 times a day because I got a fur baby. And I'm not saying a fur baby is like a baby, but it is kind of like a toddler. So, you know, apart from babies don't actually chew and bite and growl at you. But the thing is, if you wanted to be, let me put it this way. I'd say that the reason, you know, you put everybody else's needs, especially those of your children, above your own, is because you actually want to be the best that you can be for your children. You want to show them they can do anything, they can have anything, they can be an even better version of yourself, that really their world is an oyster. And you just want to, you know, give them a pathway. You just want to map out this road for them to give them all the opportunities that they can do whatever they want. And by all means, I guess that's the key. You know, that's the thing of us wanting to be a great mother. But the thing is, how can you do that if you're not taking care of yourself? You know, if you're not taking care of yourself, you know, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, if you're not actually being the best version of yourself, then you can have the best intention. And I put this word to here, like you can have the best intention. You can say, right, all the right things, but your kids are going to watch you. You know, your people are going to watch you. People are going to watch your feed. They're going to watch your feed and not your mouth. So you can have the best intention, but at the end of the day, they're going to watch you. So if you're having negative self-talk, or if you're like standing in the mirror, or if you're having a bitch fight with yourself, or if you're going off in a frenzy, or if you're not actually happy, this energy like feeds off. I'm telling you now, right? Truth bomb. Thanks, Kelly. Hey, Monica. Hello, Nikki. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I hope you had a great birthday, by the way. Hey, Nikki, you must be up and early. Cool. I actually have no water on me. I left it downstairs. Anyway, I'll keep talking. Truth bomb, right? So, priority. You need to honor that there's a part of you that you forgot to nurture, that you forgot to take care of. That, you know, there's a part of you that you left on the shelf because, you know, you put everybody else's need above your own. And that is not serving no one, especially not you. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So you're blocking your superpowers, and therefore you're actually stopping your children and those around you to tap into theirs, because we're all connected. Energy feeds off, right? Like, there's so many things that people see, read, through energy. You don't even need to say anything. And remember, people are going to watch your feed and not your mouth. The second thing, and I hope this makes sense, give me some love, people. The second thing that is blocking you from not, you know, tapping into your superpowers is you're not allowing yourself to receive, right? We're so good at giving, right? We're so good at doing things for others. As I said, I just talked about it, right? Making everybody else a priority apart from yourself. So we're so good at giving, helping those in need, helping everybody else, doing nice things because we like it. But when it's on the flip side and we get something nice, we feel really awkward. I mean, how many of you, right? Like, let's be honest. How many of you get a compliment and can take it really well? There's not many people who can genuinely accept a compliment. I had to work on that. I really had to. Like, when people back in the days used to compliment me, let's say for my lashes, the first thing I'd say would be like, thank you, but they're false. Or, you know, like, or like a dress, I'd be like, oh, thank you, but I would talk it down. Or I would reflect it. I'd be like, oh, thank you, you too. Oh my God, and you, right? And now you need to actually just honor receiving, okay? Hi, Debbie. Hey, badass. Haven't seen you for a while. You guys are all waking up in Australia, which is awesome. Yeah, so we're so good giving, but not so good at receiving. And that's all to do with your energies, right? Masculine and feminine energy. Masculine is all about doing, and lots of us badasses, we're fucking awesome at doing, right? Like, we're the doers, we're multitasking, badassery, going on, long to-do lists, and we're so good at doing. We really are. But it really took a while, for me personally, to actually honor my femininity, to step back into queen, and what does a queen do? A queen sits on her throne and she opens her hands and she lets herself receive. And, the universe can't actually give you anything if you're not standing still to open your hands to receive, because you're too busy using your hands to do, or your mouth to talk. Hey, Debbie. Hello. Very late for you to be up. I hope you understand my English. I can talk very slow. That's a lie. I do not talk very slow. I talk very fast. Hey, gorgeous. So how is that? Like, I wonder, right? Like, how good are you at taking on a compliment? How good are you, receiving? And I tell you what, like, I've been, like I said, doing a lot of work, and, it's no secret, I do a lot of mindset work. Obviously, I'm a mindset coach. Duh, it goes. An amazing coach who I'm working with, all this year, and she's teaching me a lot about, like, identity and receiving and, all that sort of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, like, not allowing themselves to receive. They're so good at doing, so good at, creating, and being busy, but not stopping to honor and receive, because it makes them, like, for some reason, it makes them feel awkward, which goes back to self-worth, not feeling good enough, that you deserve this. Like, sometimes when something really good happens to people are like, oh my God, right? And there's this whole thing called, like, the upper limit. Like, sometimes when something really good happens in your business, if you don't feel worthy of it, you fuck it up in your relationships. Or it could be that, if you don't feel really worth it, to receive it, to really honor your superpowers, you might be doing really, really well, in your business, but your health deteriorates, or you get really sick, or you put on weight, or you eat lots of shitty food, or vice versa. You really take care of your relationships, but therefore your business is suffering. And you see, all of this is interlinked. And I don't want people to just do really well in one area, but sacrifice another, because I want you to allow yourself to tap into your superpowers, which means, you prioritize to fill your own cup, to feel that you honor that you're super worth it, that you truly are, unstoppable, untamed, and unfiltered, that you're here to lead a revolution, and give yourself the permission to receive. And if you're, like, not having enough money in your bank account, if you're not actually making enough money, it could be that you're blocking. You're not allowing yourself to receive money flowing to you, because guess what, guys? Money is energy. It's frequency. It's vibration. I love money right now. And yeah, I've had a bit of a shitty relationship to money. I'm not going to lie. And I had to work on it. And right now, like, money and I, we have a freaking sexy relationship, because I understand money is an energy. It's nothing horrible. It's an energy. It's an exchange for me doing the do. It's an exchange for actually being me, which is really cool. I make money being me, helping people, right? I mean, this is what you do too. So if you're not actually having enough money, if you have more month than money, then it could well be that you're blocking money. Again, it's energy, people. Energy comes down to you, right? Remember, spiritually speaking, we're energy in a human body. And everything is energy. So your self-worth is energy. You're vibrating at different frequencies. And I believe that I want to raise your freaking vibration to, like, superpowers, that you can honor being a worthy woman. And then you can truly have it all, right? You can just fucking own a business body being a badass, right? Give me a fuck yes or a hell yes or love or thumbs up. If you don't want to swear, that's cool. If you get this. Hi, Sylvia. Still up and about. Awesome. I give you one more thing, and then I'm going to wrap this up. There's actually so much more, but I will talk about this for the next few days, so don't go too sad at me. But I'm really mindful that I don't even know what time it is. I've got no clock in here. I don't even have a lamp in here. I got my laptop and my phone and my dog asleep and my light. That's it. Okay, so the third thing I believe that everybody fucking knows, fuck yes, there's my little badasses who have a foul mouth like me. I get told off for swearing too much. And then I say to them that I actually don't swear that much in my private life. I really don't. Mainly, well, I don't know actually. I'm thinking about it, but I think also because I speak a lot more German. I think when I spoke English every day, because I lived in Australia, I was probably swearing a lot more. In German, I don't swear a lot. Anyway, that's like a totally random comment, FYI, on the side. As you can see, I'm having a lot of fun with this. So the third thing that I've discovered, what's blocking, my clients, or have been blocking my clients, and I've been blocking for a long time, is that for a long time I was looking externally. And we all do this. We all look externally, like outside of us, for the answer, right? We all look outside of us for like the next clue, or like, what is the thing that I need to be doing that's going to give me the most investment, or the most return on my investment? What kind of strategy? What is the right thing to say? What is the right thing to post? What is the right program to create? What is the right sales technique? Fuck strategy, people. Fuck looking outside of you, right? And if I do this, then maybe this will happen. And if I do this, then that will happen. And surely if I do X, Y, and Z, then that will happen. I used to be like that for a long time because I was really hanging on to control, right? I used to be a bit of a control freak. I'm letting go, I'm surrendering and releasing into control. And it doesn't work like that. Certainly you can't control the process. You can't control the outcome. It's going to happen as it is. It's going to happen, hopefully, as you intended to. If you really locked and loaded on your, right, up here, knowing what it is that you want and doing the work internally to upgrade your identity, to live into that 2.0 version of yourself who has the results. All right? I hope that's not kind of like, what? Right? I'll say it again. Stop looking externally. And I tell you what, the biggest breakthrough, and I hope this is like a blessing for you, and I hope you can shift this mindset straight away, is I'm going to ask you, how will you know that you're successful? Right? Obviously success means to you, it could be about having a certain figure, money figure in the bank account. It could be about having a certain amount of followers, or, a certain amount of people in your tribe, or selling certain amounts of programs, or having a certain amount of people in your team, or hitting a certain position in your company, or whatever. Success to me actually means the freedom to do what I want, when I want, with who I want, where I want, as much as I want, and how I want it, right? That's to me success. Success is for me a life of fun, freedom, and fun. That's success, right? So that's cool. We all know what success means to us. Here's the cool thing, and I struggled with this for a long time. So I want to do you the honor to have this breakthrough now. How do you know that you're successful? How do you measure success? I want to know from you. Can do my little eyebrow raise. This is not a trick question. This is a really actually serious conversation. Always having enough to share. Yeah, thank you. I've been doing a lot of lives lately because my life has been chaotic with moving and renovating and dealing with a dog and dealing with lots of life. And I've not actually been doing them. Anyway, I've been getting messages from people. Sorry, rude. Getting distracted. People messaging me. I'm like, don't message my future husband to not call me when I'm doing Facebook Live because it interrupts my flow. I do not like my flow to be interrupted. So anyways, while I'm talking at you, because it's very hard for me to be quiet, how do you measure success? Here's what 99.9% of people do. Are you ready? Some people say it could be the amount of money that you make. I'm successful because, I have a multiple six-figure income, or run a multiple six-figure business. How busy your books are, in terms of how many clients you're seeing and working with, how big your teams are, how many products you're selling, how many people are viewing, how many followers you have. It could be, what is it for you? I'm telling you, 99.9% of the people look externally, right, as a validation for them feeling successful, right? It could be a certain job title, could be a certain amount of money in the bank, could be house, could be cars, could be something, whatever it is something, right? That is something external. And someone once told me that your net worth equals your net worth. Your net worth, your net worth equals your self-worth. Net worth equals self-worth. And that's, boom, total bullshit. that is actually seeking externally to validate you as a human being that you're good enough, I call bullshit. Here's the blessing for tonight. What if you were to honor, what if you were to choose to believe that success is your birthright? That just, that it is more than enough that you are. That the universe actually wants you to be successful, wants you to be rich, wants you to be happy, wants you to be at peace, wants you to feel loved, wants you to feel joy, fun. The universe wants no harm. The universe wants you to have everything that you deeply desire if you allow yourself to go within and really acknowledge your own superpowers and honestly honor this journey of becoming the worthy woman that you are to tap into the greatness that is within you. So please stop looking externally. How is that? If you just left this call tonight and you just literally wrote on a piece of paper, I choose to believe that success is my birthright, and you say this 1,000 times over, either in a day, I don't know if you might say in a day, 1,000 times a day, but if you just want to say 1,000 times, what if you were to say 3 times a day until you got 1,000 times, then you will have a strong neurological pathway believing that success is your pathway. Write this out, say it out loud, say it in the mirror. This is the biggest thing actually. That's the key to unlock your superpowers. The massive shift about you owning that success is your birthright. That you need to stop looking externally for proof of validation that you're good enough. I call bullshit on that, right? So do a little bit of a recap, right? On this journey that I've been on, that my clients are on, that we've all been on, I've come to a conclusion that it's time to shake up the world. We need to recognize that whilst we're doing all the mindset work, whilst we're dealing with our limiting beliefs and blockages and fears and, resistance and the self-sabotage and the procrastination and all that sort of bullshit that's going on, that is stopping us. And whilst we're also figuring out the right strategies of doing things, I'm still going to say fuck strategies, but yes, I guess there's some strategies that people always want, and I'll give people strategies as much as they want. But the biggest thing is we need to bring and tie this all in together, and we need to figure out how can we self-heal, the wounds that, that we've been carrying with ourselves consciously or unconsciously in our Pandora's box. Pandora's box being down in our belly, somewhere locked in, sometimes most of the times in our root chakra, and we're locked it, took the key and threw it away because we don't want to deal with all the yucky stuff. And it doesn't have to be such a big thing. It could be just about not really truly honoring, who you are, not knowing how to speak confidently and not getting in front of the camera to really rock your business. It could be something externally that you're not doing because you're not bringing this all together, because you're not honoring your own superpowers, because you're not honoring all of you, because you're not honoring that success is your birthright. And so really it's about, starting our own revolution of worthy women, who are radical, raw and revolutionary. Who are literally rule breakers, who understand it's about the whole package. It's about understanding that success is not about how much you do. It's about all about who you are. It's about doing the mindset work as well as letting go the imprints, right? Letting go of the imprints. And we talked about the 3 biggest things that are stopping you, blocking you from truly actually tapping into the greatness, really unlocking and activating your superpowers. Maybe you already know what they are. Maybe you've been one of these people who know that deep down inside, you're not actually you're not living up to your potential. You're not been raising the bar constantly to the level that you could because of some reason, whether it's time, whether it's people, whether it's whatever excuses, whether it's some fears, you know that there's a part of you that's not allowing yourself to truly unlock, activate and unleash this superpower, right? So the 3 things that we talked about is that we prioritize everybody else apart from ourselves. We're not making ourselves number 1 because we feel it's too selfish. I'm all for being selfish. I really am all for being selfish. And I really, I'm so grateful for my partner because he lets me be selfish. And I have clear boundaries. And sometimes, it's not always easy admitting that I'm a selfish diva who has my boundaries. But I know I can only serve my peeps, my tribe, my family, my loved one, yeah, my soulmate, if I honor my boundaries. So I have to be selfish. So many people think selfish is a bad thing. It's not. You cannot serve from an empty cup. You cannot be the best role model if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not making yourself a priority, okay? Number 2, you're blocking yourself of receiving. You're so good at doing, giving, being there for everybody else. You're not allowing yourself to receive the abundance that's around you. Okay, abundance is a beautiful thing if you allow yourself to receive it. Abundance is everywhere. The universe wants you to be rich and wealthy and famous if that's what you want. The universe wants you to have everything that you truly desire. Not just the wants and the needs, like the fucking cool stuff. You can have it all if you allow yourself to receive. Allowing yourself to receive comes back to feeling worthy, feeling good enough. And number 3, it's about stop looking externally for the answers. Stop looking outside of you. Stop looking outside of you. Need to go within. Any sort of results, anything that you want to create in your world starts from within, okay? And you all know this, I've talked about this, but I say it again, right? Your thought, whatever you think, it all starts with your process. Whether you think you're worth it or not, whether you feel fear or whether you feel safe, or whether you feel like you need to protect yourself, whether you feel pain or pleasure, whatever goes on right here will lead to an outcome, some sort of action. And you do this action, it will lead to some sort of outcome. You do this over time, it will become a behavior. You do that over time, it will shape your identity, and your identity is directly linked to your external world. So you look outside and you see everything that you're having right now is a direct reflection of your lowest toleration of your identity. What you're accepting in your life right now, that's your base, like your basic lowest level of toleration. So in other words, if you're looking outside of you and you're recognizing, actually, I could do with a better lifestyle, I could do with more this and this and the other, more money, more impact, more freedom, better friends, better relationships, better sex, what have you not, stop looking externally. You've got to go back to do all the steps backwards. It's about here. You need to change your mindset. You need to unlock the keys. You need to truly go and unleash your own superpowers, heal the wounds, do the work, whatever the mindset work it is, deal with the resistance, deal with the fears, deal with the blockages, heal whatever trauma is inside of you, locked in Pandora's box, so that you can elevate your identity into a 2.0 version, who then creates the external results. It will come. You do the inside work, your outside world will respond, and you're constantly doing an up level of your identity. Your identity is everything, okay? So if you want to become an identity of a worthy woman who chooses to believe that success is your birthright, you may be super keen to be part of our Worthy Woman Revolution, okay? So Worthy Woman is kicking off in a couple of weeks. So Monday, 2 weeks from Monday, but we are taking people on now because I've got some super sexy, exciting things happening for those that sign up now. And what is Worthy Woman? It's basically like a mastermind membership type program. It's a tribe that is going to come together to help you truly unlock your potential, right? It's about healing the trauma that is blocking your success. It's about up-leveling you into a badass leader who just fucking owns it, business body, being a badass, and it's about unleashing your own revolution, leading from the front, okay? So it's a month-to-month, kind of like a subscription, so you pay month to month. You can leave at any time. There's no lock-in contract. What I've done is I really thought about how can I give you the best experience in terms of where you are and where you want to go. So really, there are 3 levels that you can join. This is about like live trainings, all the way to coaching with me, all the way to having unlimited access to myself. So if you wanted to work with me one-on-one, but you haven't been able to afford like a coaching package until now, or you haven't sort of been, decided, or you've been sitting on the fence, then that could be the perfect opportunity to work with me one-on-one in the much inexpensive way, or less expensive way. Or even if you just sort of knew and you wanted to kind of dabble, you want to kind of see what it's all about, seriously, you can go in at the entry level. So there's 3 levels. It's about the rebels, the revolutionaries, or the rule-breaking VIPs. Ha, I swore again. So you can decide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the link below. You can check it out. If you want to have a conversation with me about it and you want to find out what it's about truly, because obviously, like I said, I can tell you so much about it, and I will tell you more about it over the next coming days, how it's going to go down, what it's going to look like. But I can tell you in a nutshell, it is about up-leveling your identity into a worthy woman to help you truly just fucking own it, your business, your body, and being a badass. That's that's all about your relationship, starting with the one that you have with yourself. So we're going to talk business, we're going to talk health and fitness, we're going to talk relationships. We're going to bring it all together in terms of the support that you need, the strategies that you need, the systems that you need, and also the self-healing. So we're going to do some healing meditations and visualizations. We're going to do some live coaching courses. There's going to be trainings. There's going to be a Facebook group where we're going to be hanging out together and kicking our asses together. There's going to be some accountability thing going on where you actually hook up with other badasses supporting each other and all of that for like... So I'm going to pop the link. You can check it out. But if you wanted to have a conversation because you're not sure what level of the 3 is for you, remember, you could be a rebel, you could be a revolutionary, or you could be a rule-breaking VIP. If you're not sure what level is for you, or what level you want to play, then message me and we can have a conversation in Messenger, and I can tell you and answer any question that you may need so that you can make an excited decision to come on board. I'm super pumped to bring this to the world. I really am. I believe it's like literally bringing everything together. Like I said, system support, strategies, and the self-healing, everything that you need to truly elevate your badass self into the identity that you need in order to create your own life of fun, freedom, and funds. And it's really about having that confidence to dominate and play according to your own rules. In fact, creating your own rules. And I'm going to give you everything that you need from the inside out to make that happen fast. It's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be in your face, but it's also going to be a hell of a ride that is definitely worth it. So from that on, I can see now what time it is. We've been talking probably for like almost like an hour, which is no surprise. So I'm going to wrap it off here. Thank you so much for hanging out. As I said, I will be talking more about it over the next coming days. I've got so much more juicy things happening and juicy things to share with you. I'm telling you what, my mind is like exploding. There's been so many shifts going on. And of course, whatever I learn, it's my obligation to share with you, right? That's what makes me, I guess, what makes me me, right? What makes me a badass. So any questions, let me know. Make sure you message me. I'm going to pop the link into below. Share this video, actually. Share this video on your wall with any woman who you feel just needs that love, who needs that support to be part of a tribe, who needs that badassery from myself to give her the transformation that she needs to truly rock life. Like, I'm so sick and tired of people playing small, of not raising up to the bar, to hold themselves back. It is about really allowing yourself to tap into your own superpowers so that you become a worthy woman who is raw, revolutionary, a rebel, rule-breaking, radical, all of that, and finally live your life as I get to live my life every single day of fun, freedom, and funds. I'm so excited. I really am so excited. I really, really, really am so excited. I could probably talk about this all night if you let me, but I will not torture you any longer. But please share this video on your wall or tag your friends into the section below if you feel like that they need to see this, even if they don't join our program, if they don't join our tribe, the training tonight, if you just need to get them to honor that success is their birthright and get them to really take in what we've talked about. If you found this very valuable, then make sure that you tag them, share it, share the love, get this revolution going. I look forward to talk to you. I look forward to message you. I look forward to have you in the tribe. I look forward to kick your ass and help you activate your superpowers. And of course, it is finally your time to have the confidence to dominate and have it all on your own terms. #NoFuckGiven. Love you. Bye.